pagi semuanya. So today in Bahasa Indonesia we learn about this thing. Can you read this one first? S-P-O-K, spoke, I know. Now you will have a lot of idea and all of you will raise your hand to asking what does it mean, miss? I cannot read, I don't understand. I know your three will do like that, okay? So now Esmera will explain to you. So SPOK is the way we make sentences in Indonesia. So if in English we have learned about grammar, so grammar in Bahasa Indonesia we call it SPOK. So SPOK, we start from the S first. S is stand for subject. So if you wanna make a sentence, you start to write down the subject, right? So the subject can be person, can be animals, can be thing, can be plant, can be anything as your subject. So next, after that we have P. P is stand for predicate, or in the predicate you can write down the adjective or verb. So this for adjective or verb. So one example, let we think together the one example of adjective. Beautiful, that's adjective, and verb. Teaching, that's adjective. So O is for object. So what your sentence is explaining. So what is your object? And then K is for keterangan in Bahasa Indonesia, or explain, or adverb. So can be referred to the place or time. So I give you one complete sentence like what is S, what is P, what is O, and what is K. Now I give you the example first, ya. The example is saya suka buah pisang. So guys, do you know what does it mean? I like banana. Saya suka buah pisang. So saya is a subject because that's the person who likes banana. And then suka, it's a predicate because that's adjective. And then buah, that's the object. What are you talking about? Buah, that's an object. And pisang, it's a K because that explain about what kind of buah, what kind of fruit that you love it, that you like it. So this is the complete sentence in Bahasa Indonesia. But in Bahasa Indonesia, the sentences also, we call as the sentences also if they only include only two. Example, only S and P, that's also sentences. You don't need to make it complete, SPOK, only include of two also we call as sentences. For example, we make only consist of S and P. So, consist of subject, can be person, can be animal, can be thing, consist of adjective and verb. Example, subject is saya. Saya. Me or I am. And the predicate can be adjective, can be verb. What do you think? Cantik. So saya cantik. So that's cantik is beautiful. That's predicate. That's adjective. So this also we call as sentence. So this saya will be subject. The cantik will be predicate. So saya cantik. Thank you guys. I know that. And then the other example, kamu, you makan nasi. So what do you think? Kamu, it will be the subject, right? The person. Makan is a verb. Verb is predicate. So P. Nasi is the object, the O. So this is how to make the sentences in Bahasa Indonesia. One more time. In Bahasa Indonesia, if you only use S and P, it's also called as sentence. It's S, P, and O is also sentence. If the complete one, S, P, O, and K, it will be also sentence. So at least it consists of two or more than words. We call as sentence. Okay? after clear with the explanation, now we move to the worksheet. I have prepared a worksheet on the seesaw. Explain about how to do your worksheet. I have prepared the worksheet on the seesaw and how to do it. I'll explain it now. But if you feel confident, you can do it by yourself. Then you can pause my video and you can go to the seesaw. But if you need my direction to do it, then continue this video. Or if you can do it your worksheet while listen my explanation through this video, then it will be perfect, guys. So how to do it your worksheet? On your worksheet, you have to create the sentences as many as you can. So I have prepared some of the words here, then you can elaborate this word to create the sentences. Any sentence, just as many as you can, correct, make sense, and a good grammar. Like you have to use in order, S, P, O, and K. Okay, so to make you easy, I have classified the words into S for the subject. So in the subject, we have Kade, the name of the person, Putu, also the name of the person, and we have mereka or they. And for the predicate, for the adjective or verb, we have suka, like, bermain, play. And then for the object, we have catur, chess, basket or basketball. And for the keterangan, the explanation, we have di sekolah, at school, and siang hari, afternoon. So now we make a sentences using these words. You can choose which one do you want. For example, for the subject, I want use Kade first. So the name of the person, Kade. So other than Kade. And then for predicate, I want use suka. So Kade suka for the object, I want Kade suka catur. So Kade suka catur. Kade likes chess. So that's the meaning. Kade suka catur. That's my first sentence. So after I done with my first sentence, then I will make the second one. The second one, I want to use mereka, so they. Mereka for the subject. And then I go to the predicate, I will choose bermain. So mereka bermain, what I want. For the object, mereka bermain basket. So I write down mereka bermain basket. That's my second sentence. So I got 1 and 2 sentence. I think I can make more than that. So number 3, mereka, I already wrote mereka bermain basket, means like they play basketball. And then, but I'm not wrote the explanation, so I will make it complete now. Mereka bermain basket di sekolah. They play basketball at school. So that's the complete one. So that will be different sentence and different point. Mereka bermain basket di sekolah. So they play basketball at school. So that's the meaning. So this is the example. I only got 3, but I think I can continue until, I don't know, as many as you can. So please do it this one on the seesaw. I know it will be a little bit tricky because now we are in the term 4. We are moving to making sentences. We have talked a lot of vocabularies in last term 1, term 2, and term 3. Now term 4, we focus to make sentences. I know it's tricky, but keep on trying, guys. Start from the simple one and then go to the complicated one, okay? But if you still think that's hard, have no idea how to do it, then feel free to contact me on Zoom. I'm always available for you guys. Then go to the Zoom and contact me, okay? Only that for Bahasa Today. I hope after you learn this topic, you can create the sentences in Bahasa Indonesia with the correct grammar. That's the point. So, see you in next Bahasa class. Bye and good luck.